Well, boys and girls, guess what? We're back in the wonderful world of native Warband. So, here are the Swadians, as you can see. There's King Aragorn of Gondor, Alessar the Elfstone, etc, etc. There is Recruit a Hero from the 7th Hussars with Buckethead. And there's obviously Mr. Uxbridge, of course, from the Hussars, somewhat without horse today. Look at all this lovely line of Hussars here. Complete with, obviously, bucket heads in there as well, and combinations of helms. So those guys looking fine. There's Pernodec of Calatrava. And there is a random horse. Oh my goodness. Sir Bodge of Brunswick. Oh, that's going to go well. And here, of course, are the Knights of Brunswick. Oh dear. Sir Bodge, unfortunately. Ah, Duke Fix himself of Brunswick. So there we have it. Let's see what's going on over here. Master Jokin. And Marxeron, I should say, all in there. Let's see if we can go and find out what the Nords are up to. Well, right now, as you can see, they're having a bit of a punch-up. So here are the 15th Archers. All moving in. Looking very resplendent in their armour padding and helms to protect them. Under the watchful eye of their knights. The 15th. Rider Django there. Oh, look at those helms. They are fantastic, aren't they? Look at that. Fearsome buggers. Oh, it's actually the Kingdom of the Vaegirs. So here you go. Here goes the arrows. And you've got the knights over here on the left. The Huskars. They're moving in. And you've got a collection over here on the left of the 37th. Complete with shield blockers. And token female, Lady Crumpenner. So you can see the javelins being thrown in by the opposing forces, the Vaegirs. Now, here we have the shield wall of the 7th Hussars. There we go. Look at all that. So the shield wall coming in. They're pulling back, allowing these guys. Look at that poor guy there. Rhino Smith, currently looking like a hedgehog, has managed to stop quite a few of those javelins with his shield. And now looks like the attack is going back into these guys. They're trying to deal, but you've now got archers up on the hill. Look at these archers raining fire down onto the Swadians. And in they go for the battle, as you can see. Mass punch up in the middle. Huge amounts of stabby goodness. Hard to tell who's winning at the moment. It might be the Swadians based on the red that I can see, but that could also be a combination of all of the blood. However, bear in mind these guys are also doing it under arrow fire as well. As we have Dante Greed from the 15th. And you can see them all sniffing around. Now, let's see. There's the 37th foot. Oh, one of his teammates takes an arrow to the side of the neck. And it looks like the Huskars now moving back under the defensive fire of their friends. Arafor, Knight of Gondor. Currently with a couple of arrows in his body. And now one in his face. Oh dear. Merkin on your com of Gondor. Okay. Won't even ask. Darkos GA. And you can see the archers in there. You can see them being very effective. There's Schweitzer in there. And Veteran Gobbers. Look at that. Taking down Legolas, Knight of Gondor. It's a bit of a contradiction there. And there's Mackin, or Merkin, I should say. Oh, shield goes down. Can he stop the arrows? No, he can't. Arrow to the chest. And it looks like the Brunswick Knights have gotten involved. There we go. The Brunswick Knights are in. Going after the enemy. Oh, look at that. Bounces off the side. Pulls out his war lance. Yeah, okay, that's not a euphemism, boys and girls, just to let you know. And it looks like he's going after the enemy. He's got to be careful. Looks like he's going after one of the opposing members. And here are the 7th Hussars. Look at these guys. Arrows sticking out of every shield. The token female is still alive. Obviously, their fearless leader. Being surrounded. There we go. A nice circle of spears and pokey things to deal with the artillery. Artillery? What the hell? To deal with the cavalry. Look at this. Zecht with a spear right in his thorax. Oh, that's going to hurt. As we're now seeing loads of fire coming into Kendor, veteran of Gondor, now coming under fire from... Oh, he's just lost his shield. He's going to have to cheese it. Trying to dodge arrows left, right and centre as a hedgehog called Asgir comes in. Going after the enemy. There we go. Kendor gets taken down. Masses of archery and javelin fire coming in here from the 15th. There you go. There's TFC Browning from the 7th Hussars. Currently hedgehog-like. And getting in there and getting up close and personal. As the 7th Hussars are being cut down by that very effective archery. That's something that these guys are going to need to overcome. As this is going to really absolutely cut down all of those knights. If they cannot deal with these archers. So you can now see, unfortunately, Baron Kongara of Brunswick being taken down. Let's see if we can go on and see what's going on over here. More collections of these shieldsmen, the 53E. In there with archers as well from the 53E. Doing a huge amount of damage. And it looks like Fix of Brunswick, the late Fix of Brunswick, unfortunately, taken down by an archer after a couple of very fine lance kills. But let's see, numbers-wise. I think it's fair to say that at this current moment, the Kingdom of the Vaegirs has the advantage. Now, there's Lord Nelly X of Brunswick. Here he is, the last man standing. And not standing anymore. Nelly X. Oh! Shot in the back as soon as he lands. And we're on to the next round. And so, galloping up onto the hill. The knights and cavalry. Look at these well-armoured fellas. Look at them. Covered in the leather and plate. Not so much plate as it is sort of like scale armour. Very heavily armoured, these fine fellows, complete with deadly war pikes. The 15th. There is dismounted knight, who is not dismounted, ironically. Now, you can see here the 15th archers prove themselves to be a force to be reckoned with in the last battle. Now, who is the leader? There's Archer George up ahead. Obviously so confident in his skills he does not feel the need to wear a battle helmet. At the front here is the king of the 15th, Senkris himself. And we shall follow his knights as they charge forward. War lances at the ready, waiting for an opportunity and scanning for the enemy. Now, speaking of the enemy, here they are. The Swadian forces currently getting themselves set up. There is the standard setup for the shield wall. That will defend their archers, the likes of these guys at the back. Balgruf. And also Merkin. And Arafor. So those guys all in there. The shield wall getting ready so that the crossbowmen can return fire. Over here on the left, here is the 37th foot. And, oh, here we go. In come the archers. Archer George takes out somebody already. And huge amounts of archer fire coming in on these Huskarls. And you can see now the 15th archer force. Oh, my goodness, look at that. And then all of a sudden the cavalry jumps them from the side. Oh, this is bedlam. This is absolute bedlam. Perfect timing by the 15th. Oh, look at this. Oh, no, this is so unfortunate. Oh, dear. Look at this. Poor the Calatrava troops taken down left, right, and centre. This is brutal. This is absolute. Look at that. This is so brutal going on here. Uxbridge trying to defend himself with multiple javelins. These guys now being forced to pull back. They're trying to kill the likes of Bloodraven. There we go. Bloodraven has been killed. Let's see what's going on with the 37th. And over here is, of course, the Gondorian Knights trying to defend with a shield wall, but no, they're coming under fire from multiple directions. Look at this. This is not looking good. They're losing their shields. They're being fired on from multiple directions. The Gondorian Knights are being taken down. Look at that. There's Frodo, Rider of Gondor, and now Corpse of Gondor. So here comes Perth Lade Victor and Perth Highlander. And there's Ryder Greyman in to try and finish people off. Oh, one of his teammates gets taken down. There is Doomfinger of Brunswick, the Squire. So he's in there trying to do evil things to the enemy, complete with cake tin on his head. So let's see if he's going in for a quick stab. Oh, but then he gets blocked up by his enemies. Manages to get away with his horsey intact. Fortunately, that scale mail is really helping, and the ringmail that he looks to be wearing, as far as I can see, chainmail equivalent, so it's looking pretty good there. So Mitchie from the 53E, Commandant Laurent from the 53E. Look at these guys, they're now moving in. There is Dovahkiin of Brunswick, complete with a felt hat, which will obviously protect him very well in all things war-like. But not for long. Oh, he's jumped right in the middle. He's landed right in the middle. So here is Dovahkiin of Brunswick trying to deal with a massive amounts of arrows coming in from all directions. Huskars as well. Looks like they're trying to take out those people. Let's see what's in the middle. Here is the 53E. With archers in the middle, shooting out from behind the... Oh, that was nasty. A shot into Cale of Brunswick. Very unfortunate. Here is Kungara of Brunswick, complete with new attachments of spears. As you can see, he's not looking that healthy. Ash of Brunswick, still surviving with his hat. There's Renoix of Brunwick, also Sans Horse. And there's Orchnov, or Orchov. Here is the Barbarossa. And it looks like these guys are going to have to back up. Look at the amount of arrows in these guys. Oh dear. Haldane from the 7th Hussars is taken down by Wolfix from the 15th. These are the guys that are really changing the battle for the opposing team. The Swadians really cannot compete against this level of archers. The archers really are changing the battle for them, and it's causing the Swadian knights and forces a major problem, which they need to overcome. Now, waiting over the other side, javelin men, chucking javelins up onto the hill. Will they actually be able to do any damage? Will they be able to throw it far enough? So yeah, it looks like a few javelins coming in against the shield wall. In comes more javelins from the enemy. Oh, there goes a few men. Oh, it's... Goodness me, that was just brutal. Yeah, that was like, holy hell, that didn't go well. Oh, nice shot onto Nelly of Brunswick from Archer Slovene. Oh, fantastic shot. And poor old Kungara gets taken down. So, oh, there goes a horse. Look at all those arrows come flying in, and finally the best archer Holt takes down the enemy. And we are moving on to the third round. And so, in this fine medieval meadow, the battles between the Vaegirs and the Swadians continue. So far, in the name of the battles, the Vaegirs have successfully beaten their opponents in Swadia. So this invasion, the invasion here of the Swadian Empire, or the Kingdom of Swadia, is so far been successful by the Vaegirs. However, the Swadian team and their armies and their king need to get a handle on those archers. Unless they get a handle on those archers, they will not be able to deal with it. They need to be able to try and take out those archers as a priority. Because without that, they're going to have problems. There is, of course, Duke Fix of Brunswick with a fine little affectation on his beard there. Isn't that nice? So let us watch as the crossbowman from 37th Foot moving out. Oh, look, this is a mass. 37th Lord Barbs has now got a complete line of crossbowmen. This is exactly the kind of adaptation that I told you that the Swadian kingdom will need to make to deal with the outstanding archery prowess of the 15th from the Vaegirs. Calatravans making their way out. Also over here, the fine Knights of Brunswick. As you can see, Lady Starker of Brunswick. You don't mess with her. Baron Kungara. Tinhead. Or Kate Tinhead, I should say. Lord Nelly X. There's Felthead. Lord Rennerix. Sir Burrows of Brunswick. And there's another Felthead over here, Dovahkiin. So let's see. Down here are the 7th. Setting up a shield wall. With crossbowmen on the far side. Look at this. Oh, so much fire coming down. Let's listen. You can just hear the arrows whistling past. Wow, look at this. Now, here is the 53E with archers from the 53 moving in and staying behind that shield wall. A fine shield wall here. Look at this. Now, the question is whether or not the wolves here and the 15th Huskars will be able to... Oh, no, Nelly X taken down. Wow. Moving in very slowly, the Calatravian Knights. And this is not looking good. There's Demon Dan from the 37th. Let's see what's going on. Look at this. Listen to all those javelins coming out. Oh, goodness me. So many javelins, so many arrows. The charge has been given. And let's see if we can find out what's going on. Yep, here's the battle going on between the Huskars and the 7th. You can see them doing their best to try and defeat as many of those javelins as they can. The shields, unfortunately, do not last that long as Hadley gets taken down. There's Prince Eugen. There's Huskar Jeremy. So you can see here, not looking good, as there is also another battle over the other side, as Langknecht is trying to deal with a couple of the Vaegirs, but it's not going well for them. The Calatrava Knights fighting for their life against the Vaegian forces. They are literally all over them. It's fantastic. Look at that. Yet more members here. Lucas trying to defend himself. Nice swing by Lucas, as he then uses his thing to do. Ah, here is the 37th Archery Squad. Well, maybe less of a now. Oh, look at that. Archery shot straight in the middle of his chest. Yeah, he better run. Yeah, Willie better run for it. For exactly that reason. So, you can now see the troops moving back. Now the 37th crossbowmen are being attacked. And it's not looking very good at the moment as far as they're concerned. So here you go. Oh, there we go. Zek taken down. And here are the Huskars now dealing with the last member of the 7th. How Kirby has managed to stay alive. Absolutely fantastic play here by Kirby. Moving back to the support of the Gondorian Knights, who have now charged. There's Rak, General of Gondor. They've got to try and take down these guys, but they are chucking in so many javelins. Look at those javelins coming in, poking in them with those long spears. Very nice indeed. Look at that. Oh. And he goes in for another attack there. Let's watch the Gondorian Knights here doing their best. There is, of course, Uxbridge from the 7th Hussars. Currently looking a little bit speary, I have to say. Oh, but he's doing a fantastic job going in multiple attacks there. on his enemy through his armour, doing a huge amount of damage. He's going in for a second, third swing, fourth swing, sixth swing, and he kills his opponent. Lovely play there by Uxbridge as he finally kills another member of the Vaegirs Huskels. Oh dear. And Uxbridge just got drive-by shot. Correction, he actually got horsed. He got horsed in the face by the 15th Mounted Knights. Or the 15th Dismounted Knight, no less. So, unfortunately, more members of Gondorian Knights going down. Not looking good for them. I think they're being overwhelmed by the sheer weight of the Vaegirian forces, as you can see. So, let's see. Right, there we go. Sir Asher Brunswick also suffering as a result of that. Oh, stab from Frodo. Fantastic stab from Frodo into one of the Gondorian Knights. The King of Gondor has been taken down. And the last man standing, the general. Let's see who's going over here. He's trying his best to survive. Amber, Rider of Gondor, under attack from multiple directions. It's not looking good for him. He loses his shield. He can't defend himself from every single possible attack. He does manage to kill one of his enemies. But unfortunately, too many people. And he was overwhelmed. So, it's possible. Oh, look at this. Recruit a hero. And P of Prussia taking down poor old hero there. Okay. Let's see. You can see now the 15th Archers running along with the 53 towards the Brunswick Knights. Oh god, she's got an arrow in the butt of her horse. That's not a good thing. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, going in for a quick attack. It is Sir Bodge of Brunswick. The Bodgemaster. Barrows of Brunswick taken down as they are now charging in. What is going on here? Here are... Oh, look at that. Nice block. There's a little bit of stabby goodness going on. Oh, a stab by Frodo into Sir Bodge. Could it be Saka? Yes, Saka is the Lady of Brunswick, is the last woman standing. And now has loads of arrows being fired at her and her horse and her horse's butt. And taken down by Frodo with a fantastic war lance attack. And that, boys and girls, is the end of the third round. And so, after a quick map change, we are on to this new map, as you can see. The Vaegirs versus Swadia continues at this current moment. Here we go. The armed forces of the Vaegirs setting up. The armed forces of the Swadian Kingdom doing the same. You can see those 37th Lord Barbs. And let's see, Captain Ravel. So, let's see what's going on as we move over towards the Brunswick Knights. Doomfinger of Brunswick. Fearsome. Baron Kangara of Brunswick. Rhaenyarix of Brunswick. Sir Burrows of Brunswick. Nelly X, otherwise known as the Cake Tin. Duvakin. More Duvakin. Kale. Sir Bodge. That's Doomfinger again. Lady Saka. And at the far end, Sir Ash. So, over here, A fine collection with King Aragorn of Gondor and his Gondorian knights, and also archers. Let's see what's going on. Yep, there's the archer fire coming in from the 37th. Look at that archery fire. That's fantastic. Some long distance archery attempts maybe. We'll have to wait and see what happens. As now you can see down here, King Senkris leading his troops forward. The 15th archers under the command of George now moving out. Now, difficult to say whether or not these archers, they're using their compound longbows type thing. Compound bows, these longbows, whether or not they actually have more range than the actual archers. Look at all those arrows coming past. Look at it. Some pretty low. But oh my goodness, these guys. Oh, look at it. Look at this. Oh, the Gondorian knights doing their best with the... Oh, Merkin taken down. Look at that. Oh, heavens above. An arrow right in the bonce. And it looks like the Brunswick are being taken down by the 15th. There's Nelly of Brunswick going in for a quick stab. Let's see. As we're watching Nelly X in there as well. And we're watching Ryder Frodo also in as well. Look at these guys. God, don't they look fearsome. And you can see only their eyes as they have that little chainmail. Oh, Sir Cale of Brunswick taken down as well. Not looking good for the Brunswick Knights at the moment. But even looking worse for the 15th Archers. Or 37th Archers, I should say. Look at these guys. The 15th moving in. Hurling javelins at the 7th. Oh my goodness. Tobias taking a shot straight in the prostate. Well, you won't need a prostate check after that. That's for damn sure, because it's got a spear right through the middle. Frodo taking down Doomfinger. And a few members, these guys are really well armed. They got good swords, they got good shields. It's pretty effective combination of fire that they're doing here. And unfortunately at the moment the Swadian team are doing the best they can to push these buggers back. But it's guys like this that are causing the big problem for them. Of course, unless of course somebody gets killed. So look at these spears coming in here. You've now got what appears to be the 37th Lord Barbs leading in with his crossbowmen now trying to take out members of the 15th. There we go. 2 members of the 15th arrows being taken down. Those guys will have to back off now. Archer Lanius now moving away. So that was a really, really good move there by the 37th Archery Squad. It's the likes of Demon Dan and Private Deluxe. They did oh my goodness, look at Jasper. They did a fantastic job of outflanking the enemy. Coming in, bringing in their archers just in the right place. Taking down as many of the 15th archers as they could possibly manage. Oh, look at this. Archer George going up against multiple archers. The irony of this moment. Not without a little bit of irony. Oh. Demon Dan taking down George as we're watching a battle between Haldane and Lepori. Look at this, man on man. And finally a slice across the face by Haldane takes him down. Now let's see. As we're looking at Lord Barbs leading his crossbow squad away. And let's see if we can find out what's going on as here. They're waiting for the archery. Pascal's bull. Here we go. Here come the arrows. Oh, look at that. Taken down already. Multiple arrows coming in. Some of the guys moving forward to try and provide a closer shield wall. Let's see. Oh! This is not looking good. Let's see what's going on now. This is the 53E. Staying together. Looks like the 37th Crossbow Squad will decide to back off. They need to. They will not be able to compete on a melee level with these guys. Sergeant Major Thompson is still trying to deal with these guys. But there's Perth Highlander Peachy in there as well. These guys are taking multiple fire. Oh, you got to look out. There's Asgir in. He's coming in from all directions. And here come the 15th. Who are they picking on? They're victimising the Duke of Brunswick himself. Doing his best to defend himself against this unwarranted aggression from the 15th Riders. So, Duke fixer... Oh, stab and a half by Duke Brunswick. Fantastic shot there. Lovely, lovely spear stab into his enemy. And we're just waiting to see what happens as we watch him do the inevitable dozy-do on his armoured horse against a couple of enemies. Now, he's going to try and maybe take out that horse. Yes, he is, so that his enemy cannot get back on it. There we go. He's done that. So, oh no! Oh, Rider Troll Duden takes down Duke Fixer Brunswick. So, oh! That was harsh. The 37th, last men standing here. The 37th looks like they decided to try and stay and fight. Now, you've got this guy in. Oh god, Liege Magnus with an almighty big chopper. Apparently, oh, you got to watch out for that. Oh, look at that! Nasty, nasty swipe from a large axe. Oh, look at him. He's getting barged all over the floor. Last member of the 37th taken down. And that's it, boys and girls. We're on to the last round.